TV.
Attack Wrap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. Before we jump into our interview today, we'll highlight the Players of the Week by the OHL. Your Player of the Week
no kidding.
is Ruslan Gazizov out of London with 6 goals, 3 assists, and 9 points. On the season, you can see there 62 games played, 36 goals, 43 assists for 79 points. Congratulations to Ruslan. Your goalie of the week coming out of Niagara goes to Charlie Robertson with 1 win, a 1.51 goal against average on the weekend, and a .959 save percentage. Doing well on the season there. You can see had a really good weekend for him, bumping up that save percentage, averaging an .875. This weekend, a .959. So congratulations there to Charlie. No Owen Sound Attack Player of the Week was posted on Facebook, and so I think what we're going to do is, okay, never mind. We're just going to go right ahead and announce here officially before it even hits the presses. Colby Barlow, one hat trick this weekend, and did he have any in the Sioux as well? I think. A goal or an assist or something? No? Okay. Well, a big hat trick there from Colby to secure that win over Sudbury. And he gets Owen Sound Attack Player of the Week. And gentlemen, welcome. We got number 11, Cedrick Guindon, number 16, Jake Crawford, and number 32, Carter George. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
No, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Glad you guys could be here. I know it was a big weekend. You guys got 2 more games and busy schedule, so appreciate the time out of that to come here and hang out and talk hockey for an hour. I got a few questions for each of you guys, and then some fun stuff we'll jump into. Cedrick, starting with you, I mean, being the oldest of the 3 of you guys here, we've seen, and I think you even got recognized for this, just a symbol of consistency, and not just consistency, but consistency at a high level. And year after year, you're finding these ways to perform at such an elite level. Close to a point per game average across your OHL career. I'm wondering, what would you tell to a young fan who is watching you play and they're playing through their AAA days, dreaming about OHL? How would they find that level of consistency that you found?
Yeah, I think it's all about translating your game, from minor hockey to the OHL as good as possible, right? There's some things that you can get away with in minor hockey that you can't really in the OHL. And it's all about recognizing that, and also just know what you're good at, know what your weaknesses are, and always try to get better every day, right? It's as cliche as it is. It's just come in every day and have a good routine and everything. And that should be good for any minor hockey kids right now looking to play in the OHL.
Excellent. Well, I hope that they're all taking notes at home right now. Jake, talking about consistency, you're a 16-year-old who's finding his way into almost every game. That's not generally heard of by many 16-year-olds in their first year in the OHL. I'm wondering, what is it about your play style and your work ethic that just kind of fits so well with these attack systems?
Yeah, I think a key factor is just playing consistent and obviously working hard and having a good work ethic is probably one of the main things. And I think that the coaches have obviously helped me a lot, and I'm lucky enough to almost played all my games, so yeah.
Excellent. Carter, for you, over 50 games played on the season. I actually tallied up today. I took about an hour here, and I went through every single one of your games, and I counted how many shots you took, or how many shots you got against. Do you guys want to take a guess how many shots Carter's faced this year?
How many games has he played?
50, over 50 games. I think you're at 54.
54, I think.
So I'll do around 30 shots a game times, I'd say at least 1,500. So I'd say, anywhere probably in between 1,500 and 1,700.
Okay, all right, good guess.
I'd have to say the same.
Okay.
I did the math for you. Hey,
That's not a big math guy. Yeah,
So you are at, you have faced 1,901
Wow.
shots this season so far.
kind of off.
yeah, a little bit.
I guess we let in more shots than I expected.
Well, and I mean, I think here's what's amazing is that through that you have maintained a .91 save percentage, which is outstanding. I'm wondering, like, for you, do those numbers mean a lot? Are you checking those often, or are you just so focused on stopping those pucks that the numbers are just kind of in the background?
Yeah, I kind of like to say the numbers are in the background. Obviously, the only column I really look at is wins. I feel like that's a big one, just trying to get wins for the team and do everything I can to contribute to team success. So I try not to look at those stats. Just kind of put them in the rearview mirror there and focus on winning, and that's all you can really do.
Excellent, excellent. Great to hear. Ceddy, for you, I think one of the greatest things that seen from you throughout this year, both in the games and in practice, has been your character. Like, you're hardworking on the ice, but then anytime you're not moving for long enough that we can actually see your face, you've just got a big smile on your face all the time. And, you know, being in such a competitive environment, like, you know, a lot of people sometimes struggle to have fun in an environment that is so competitive. How have you found the joy of the game, and what would you tell to these young kids that are you know, thinking about hockey, but maybe they're struggling to find that joy in the game?
Well, it has to come from you. It has to be natural, right? You can't force it in a way. Ever since ever since I picked up a hockey stick, I always had that attitude, right? And for any kids in minor hockey, they should always naturally have fun going to the rink, right? Even if some days are tougher than others, you just always got to look forward to stepping on the ice. And that's the thing for me is I love the game, and having that attitude, I think, I mean, there's a lot of guys on the team too who has that attitude, and some might express it differently from others, and for me it happens to just be about smiling, right?
Sure.
So, yeah.
Excellent. That's fantastic. I mean, Jake, you know, talking about character, we've seen your work ethic this year, and on the ice, you know, even when you get those times to just train skills and have fun towards the end of practice, and you know, you'll find something that you want to work on, and you just are zoned into it and repeating it until you've got a handle on that. And you know, something that I think a lot of kids can learn from as well is just watching how you practice, not just how you play, but how you practice. And I'm wondering, is that something that has always come naturally to you, or has there been a coach or a mentor or a parent that really kind of helped to hone in that work ethic for you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a bit cliche, but I feel like every coach says it's practice how you play, right? So my dad's always honed in on me on being like, you got to practice how you play. He always tells me that. So I'm not going to take a day off just because it's a practice, right? And just because it's a game, I'm going to work hard. I feel like got to carry the aspects of working hard into both practice and a game, and I feel like that's so crucial to develop. So, yeah.
Excellent. Well, on that note of hard work, I mean, Carter, for you, working so hard, making your way to the Prospects game, what was that experience like for you? Just in practice, in the locker room, meeting a bunch of new guys, you know, some with some legacy NHL names on their jerseys as well. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was an incredible experience. I mean, going out east to Moncton, the arena there was unbelievable. The facilities they had for us was unbelievable. The CHL set it up perfectly for us. Getting to meet all those guys around the CHL, you don't get to see a whole lot. That was pretty cool. Getting to see some familiar faces too. That was also pretty neat in the dressing room and on the ice. And then playing against that kind of skill, I mean, they're best in the CHL, so obviously it helps you elevate your game and kind of get to see the best of the best. And I know I talked to Cedrick again a little bit, talking about his dad a little bit, because that's a pretty cool legacy he's got there. Yeah.
Excellent. Are you planning maybe a Team White reunion at the draft?
Maybe, we'll see about that. I've talked to a couple guys, and maybe we'll coordinate something there.
Excellent. Cedrick, I mean, for you, you've gone through the draft already. You know, picked up by Montreal. For you, are you looking forward to, like, are you planning on training in Montreal this summer and kind of get a better understanding of all of that?
Yeah, we'll see how things plan out, right? Obviously, when we get back, they're still playing, so usually things don't open up until after they usually take a little break and everything. So hopefully I can do the same thing this year as I did last summer, because that was really fun. So
I think what everybody wants to know really is, once you're playing on a line with Slav, are you coming back and visiting the boys at the Bayshore ever, or is it just, see you guys later and make sure you make it here?
Well, I mean, it's anytime I get the opportunity to just be around those guys, it's pretty cool. But then coming back with the team is always fun, because it's just so fun, kind of having an older guy role here compared to when I'm at camp or whatever. With the
do you guys ever have former players come back and see you guys, or just stay in touch ever? Or
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to a couple of guys who used to play here who might be coming up maybe sometime, whether it's the barbecue that we have at the end of the year, whatever, right? So we'll see. I'm sure we'll see some of the guys sometime.
Excellent. Jake, for your first year in the OHL, you're going into the playoffs. I mean, are you kind of picking the brains of these guys who have had that experience, who have been on an OHL team to make the playoffs before, or are you just trying to pull on previous experience?
I mean, yeah, I've talked to Ceddy a lot about playoffs and what it's like, and it's always kind of the same answer. It's a whole new game, right? And you get into playoffs and anything can happen, right? So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be a big week. I know there's a lot of people trying to speculate what the matchups are going to be, but I mean, it's such a tight race right now. It almost is pointless in doing any sort of speculation. Carter, grade 12, you're finishing up grade 12 now, I guess, and also having to balance, being a goalie in the OHL, the hype around being a highly rated goalie in the OHL, looking towards the draft. You got your mom in town on the weekend as well. Like, how are you balancing life? It just feels like you got multiple plates in the air right now.
Yeah, it all comes down to time management, managing your school, managing your hockey, then also having a life away from the rink too. When you go home to your billets, go talk to them. I have great billets in Kip and Jim. They're amazing to me, so just thank them for that. But yeah, lots of it comes down to time management, and usually you just focus on one thing at a time. You can't look too ahead, can't worry about the past either. You just gotta stay in the moment.
Excellent. Well, we'll jump into a few some fun bits of the show. I think we're really trying to have a little bit more fun with it here in the second half of the season, and loosen you guys up for playoffs, right? Whatever we can do to keep you guys loose, we'll do. So we're gonna play kind of a who is more likely to sort of game. So who's more usually this way, or who's more likely to. You guys will. Your answers will be one of the three of you.
Oh,
guys.
yes. All right.
Do your best, and we'll see how this goes. So, who is more likely, and hopefully it's not this one, but who's more likely to have an interview go viral?
Interview go viral.
For a good or bad reason, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, it could go viral because you get pied in the face, or it could go viral because you stumble on your words or something.
I think probably Georgie, because he probably has the most attention on him right now.
Okay.
So he'll have a lot of interviews coming up. So I'd say right now it's most likely him.
I'm gonna go with Ceddy here.
All right, there we go.
The Frenchie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember when he first came back from summer and he was talking some English, and he was telling me, he's like, I forgot some of these words. Like, I got to get back to talking English. So maybe one of those English interviews will catch him off guard here.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go easy on you for now.
Who's your pick?
No, I'd say Ceddy as well, just because he's got shaving cream in the face during his interviews and stuff.
Yeah. I always have a
him
struggle
for sure.
taking off my face. So
Yeah.
Well, I guess kind of on that same note then, who do you think is more likely to practice interview answers in the mirror?
Oh, I mean, I know for a fact that it's Georgie.
It's 100% Georgie.
I know for a fact that it's Georgie.
100%.
Do you have a little black book and you're going through the questions?
No.
It's 100% Georgie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know for a fact,
Yeah.
Georgie.
Yeah.
Not that he's ever done that, but I know for a fact that he takes his interview seriously.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a kangaroo court, so I mean, it is what it is. But do you want to accuse either of these guys?
I can't think of either of them doing it, though.
I know.
Okay.
I probably have to say myself.
Yeah,
too, I'm not gonna
exactly.
lie.
Good answer.
Excellent. Who is more likely to get their own segment in the first intermission on Hockey Night in Canada or something like that?
Sadie.
Okay.
All right, that was quick.
Wow.
It's a funny character, so I'd definitely have to say Sadie for sure.
What are you calling it? Like, have you worked on this at all, do you think?
No, like honestly, I don't know where this is coming from. I guess me. I guess I'd go myself. Probably the most social out of the three of us. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what? You can ask the next who's more likely to. You can pick any one of these if you want, and just kind of get your career sort of underway with that.
Yeah. Who's most likely to win Super Bowl in between the three of us?
Okay.
Okay, this is an obvious answer.
Sadie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. They're like two of the worst players on the team right there. So.
I'd put up a fight against you, I think. I'd put up a fight.
Yeah, Crawford's.
Crawford,
It should be ping
no
pong.
chance.
It should be ping pong because
I heard you guys got a table recently. Actually, I could hear you playing recently as well.
Yeah.
And
And then
it goes right through the stands. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah.
They got one at their billet house too, and I'm always over there playing ping pong. We're always doing tournaments.
Yeah.
Like we literally spent all day. I don't know why you would bring that up because we spent all day playing yesterday, and I don't recall losing. So
I beat you. I broke the
he
curse.
did, yeah.
I broke the curse.
Yeah.
I win too.
That's impressive. All right. Well, we might have to get Amelia to take some videos of this. Get some of this on the Instagram there. Who is most likely to be first to the rink for a game?
Georgie.
Yeah, probably Georgie.
Yeah, me.
Okay. Do you have a long sort of process before a game?
No, I usually show up about 4:15, and that's kind of where when Teo showed up last year, and he kind of drive me all the time, so I just kept it the same this year. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Every time I've come to the rink, I think I've seen
I
you
feel like I'm
before me.
already-
It's also
I think we come at around the same time, but you're always
One
I
step
think-
ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a goalie thing. He's always dialed in. So
freaking goalies, eh?
Yeah, just getting ready.
yeah.
Do you just stay in the street clothes for a while, or you're there and you're just like right ready to go?
Oh, I change right away. Get out of
Okay.
the street clothes, get going right away.
There you go. Okay, well that's good to know. I mean, for all the young goalies out there, maybe take some notes, get there a few hours early, get changed, and who knows? Maybe you'll be in Carter's shoes one day. Who is usually last to leave the ice?
Well, it has to be
I feel
Jake
like it would be Jake. Yeah.
because he's picking up pucks.
Well, that is good. I guess that is a bit of a rookie thing.
I'd say myself as well. I like to be last off the ice if I can be. So I like to do a little bit extra stuff after. But yeah, I'd say myself.
I mean, you only got a couple more weeks of puck picking as well. So
I know. I've been thinking about that, but I think I might help out the younger guys next year because I do like staying on the ice.
Okay.
For a while,
Yeah, that's what I do. I stay on the ice until the end and then make them pick up pucks
Right,
and I go
right.
off. So gotta be smart about it.
No, I think that's fair. I mean, when he should be puck picking, I do see him just trying to get a few extra skills in until, stumps are brown. And he's like, all right, it's
Yeah.
card on the ice. It's time to go. That's fair.
Yeah.
Who is more likely to ask stumps for new blades during practice?
Jake,
Yeah, Jake.
getting himself out of a drill, just
Yeah, I could see that.
Blame the
And you know it
edges
too.
No, that's not to get out of the drill, but
no, and
I
obviously
would.
not.
to perfect the drill. Right?
I
You
would,
want to
yeah.
do it to your best
If I
ability.
felt something wasn't right, I gotta
No,
change it up.
one fall and he's going to stump for a new pair of blades.
Right,
One
right.
fall or
Now, is
even
it
if you
a-
toe picked, it
Do
would.
goalies often change their blades? Like, are your guys' the same quick release blades?
Yeah, we have the same blades. Usually, I think I have a practice set and a game set, but
Okay.
Stump kind of deals with all that. I don't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, fair
As long
enough.
as my skates are good, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I know it's not me because I can go maybe a whole week without getting my blade sharpened or
Wow.
changed, and I wouldn't even notice. So
Okay.
I kind of threw Jake under the bus, but honestly, it'd be any one of those two. I just know it's not me.
I mean, fair enough. And I mean,
Jake.
you've got some very smooth skating. Anytime I see you guys doing your laps, doing some bag skates, you're often like with the big smile right at the front of the right at the front of the pack there. So
Yeah.
that's impressive. Okay, I would have thought maybe more particular about blades.
No, I just don't have like 5 sets of blades, and I never know which one's on. I let Stumps take care of it, and I don't even know if they're sharp or not. I just go with how it feels. I don't remember last time I asked him to change blades mid-game or mid-practice.
Do you think you would ever go so far as to try the gold blades that Brent Burns was rocking this weekend? Did you guys see those?
I did
I would
not.
try those for sure.
I would definitely.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't see those. I'll have to take a look
I'd
after.
have to ask Stumps if he can get that PO order. All right. Who is more likely when the puck goes wide to? This is kind of for you two, I guess, to look down at the stick and kind of give it one of those like, oh yeah, it's probably the stick.
Seti.
Not even close.
I'd say Seti.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, that has-
it's good.
yeah, I think it's-
I think he would know. So.
Right.
I think
he's gonna
I
say
think it's
me.
Croft.
100%.
Really? Okay.
Oh my
Croft
God.
will come down and like even if he just puts in my glove, like he'll hit his stick and be like, ah.
I won't
Like, he'll get
look
mad
at my
about it.
stick, but I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
We literally play ping pong and he'll mess up his shot and then look at his paddle as if there's
Right,
something wrong with
Maybe
it.
there's
The
something
whole time it
risky
just hit his freaking big
Yeah,
finger
yeah.
who's in the way.
Yeah,
So.
yeah,
Sometimes he'll get the paddle throw where like he'll throw it
Yeah,
around
so
or
I
something
could
like
see.
that.
I've never noticed, but I could see him do that on the ice too. Just one of those kind of
Right. Yeah. Check the gear.
give a
and-
flex or two, make sure it's
Sure.
not broken.
Who is most likely to drop? We'll say the Stanley Cup while celebrating, but any trophy while celebrating on the ice.
Seti.
I think Jake. Do you remember yesterday when
I
he dropped?
say Jake too.
Remember when
Yeah.
he dropped the paddle yesterday and then he it, like hit his foot and he kicked it like 10 feet?
Yeah, I mean, going back to ping pong. Yeah, exactly.
There's a
He's
pattern
come.
here that I think you got to start telling him not to bring up ping pong.
I think I brought it up though to start.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair. That's
I think me
fair.
and Georgie are like taking advantage of an odd number here and just teaming up against Jake. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Who's most likely to be the first one to get the tunes bumping in the locker room?
Oh, okay. This is easy.
Yeah.
This is Seti.
I would say
He's a
it's
guitar enthusiast.
it's Seti and he's going with any rock he can
any
find.
rock.
Now,
Classic metal.
how did the talent competition go? I mean, obviously you guys had a bit of a guitar showdown. It sounded like, and
Oh,
how
yeah.
was that? Did it go well? And
Yeah, the talent show went really good.
Yeah.
Me and Steiner put on a performance. We played Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin
Yeah,
together. Let's get Gun the Shredding going on. And
Excellent.
then we played Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley
Wow.
Cooper. I think it was McHugh Stewart singing. I was on the guitar. And then Steiner and Hookie hopped in as well. So we're like four guys singing, and I was just playing. And we won both of those events. So it went pretty good.
what I'm hearing is that next year, maybe in a jersey reveal or for the anthem or something, we got to get you out there, like just on a guitar.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for it. Just learn to get the anthem on my guitar and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put it up in the speakers and bass.
Can you imagine that? Like lights down, you got the smoke on the ice coming out, and here comes Seti with the guitar.
I think I'd be
Right?
more stressed about that than the game before the game. I think it would mess up my pregame.
That's fair. Maybe for some kind of reveal,
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. We'll figure it out. Excellent. Last one. Who would be most likely, we'll say, to start a line brawl?
Jake.
Yeah, probably Jake.
You were my pick for this
Yeah,
as well.
I'd say myself. I'm a competitor.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Someone.
No, it's great. You got to get that edge to your game. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, for a 16-year-old, you kind of came out swinging like right away. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I would probably just say a couple words and then skate away. That's how I would start it, but you're way more likely to start it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, we've got a few more minutes before the break. So what we're going to do is I'll do some fun. Actually, we're going to do a. We've been doing a photo caption bit. So we got a couple of photos, a couple of new photos, and I think Jake might even be in one of these photos. Not this one here, but. We'll get you guys to do your best. I mean, Instagram is such a big part of the game now. You know, you're kind of influencers as well as athletes.
Yeah.
So, what would your Instagram caption be for this photo?
Well, I'm just thinking like that's one of the best eye rolls I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would probably write something like waking up on off day to Jake showering in the morning.
Okay.
Wake me up, something like that. Like that's how I kind of wake up in the morning when I hear Jake shower.
Gotcha. That is very fair. I understand.
You go, Georgia.
I'm thinking something like a teenage girl when they
Yeah.
eye roll a
I'm
lot to like their
thinking.
parents or something like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking along those lines.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you got you found out it's bag skate day or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I was
That's a
thinking
good
that
one.
too. I was thinking when you find out it's bag skate day.
Okay. Excellent. Well, we'll throw another one up here and. Look at that. Wow.
All right, I got one for this.
Okay, go for it.
When your billets make those cookies again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a good one.
It's a good shout out for the billets. Getting a lot of love here.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when Cedrick hits a smash in ping pong, and like it's just the best smash I've ever seen.
Does the tongue out, like, is that like just you're really focused on?
I've always, since I've ever gotten a picture taken me, when I was doing a picture taken while I've been playing hockey, I've always had my tongue out. Anything I'm focusing, I'm always got my tongue out. So.
All right. Well, good to know. Good to know. We'll throw. We got probably one more we can toss up here. Great photo here, Landon.
All right. When it's Friday.
When it's Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
You got the game the next day. Just looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Playoff clinch playoffs, something like
That's
that.
a good one. That's a good.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, great. We'll. I got a couple of fun questions for you, and then we'll go into a break. First question: if you guys had to have custom goal songs, now this would be different for you.
No, I'd want a goal song.
You want a goal song?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we start with you? What would you pick? Like, if you guys all had custom goal songs.
Steady go, because you know yours for sure.
No, I never thought of that really. I'd probably pick like any like rock, like beat rock songs. Probably anything like Motley Crue, Van Halen.
Okay, see,
like
it sounded like Stewie was in that same rock
Yeah.
boat with you. A lot of guys are saying rap, but
No,
you and
definitely
Stu,
not
big
rap.
rock guys,
No,
eh?
definitely not rap. I feel that would just kill the mood after scoring a goal.
Right, right.
You need something that'll cheer you up. So I think rock is the wheelhouse. For that.
Excellent.
So-
Okay, we'll take it. How about you guys?
Jake?
I think I'd change it up. I'd throw a curveball and just do some Morgan Wallen, some country.
Oh, some country. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
so. Yeah, like the one with Lil Durk in it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Broadway Girls, that's what it's called. That's what I do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't have a song, maybe
I'm
a
thinking
genre?
like Starships.
Starships. Wow.
I
Okay.
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, yeah.
Serious?
It's kind of like an electro. It was this kind of meme song that was around
Oh,
for a long
okay.
time.
Mine would probably be like "Kickstart My Heart" from Motley Crue. Like
Okay,
that, like,
excellent.
oh yeah, section. Yeah. It's-
Awesome. All right. Well, that's good to know. Now, here's a good one. I really do want to get Georgie's opinion on this. You're on a 1-on-0, and are you sniping or dangling? We'll start with Carter.
Oh, like if I'm like a player,
Oh yeah. We'll pretend the red line rule doesn't exist.
I'm going fake shot, forehand, backhand, back bar.
Wow. Okay.
So that's literally the move I do on him every time.
And
Except you don't pull
Fake
it off.
forehand, backhand, top shelf. That's what I do on him every time it goes in.
would you guys say it's 50-50 right now? Or?
No.
Yeah. I'd say it's 60-40.
I don't
60.
know. I don't know. I like ask Amelia. We did like one video and I'm pretty
Okay,
sure. I'm pretty sure he went 0 for 7.
So it's 50. So it's 50-50 then, because remember the day before, like last time we did it, I went like.
So there's video evidence.
There's video
we can
evidence,
solve this
yes.
next week. We got 25 seconds. What do you think? Dangling or sniping?
I like to go both. So Georgie, what do I usually do?
You like to deke.
Yeah,
You like to
okay.
come in
All right.
like nice and slow and always go to your backhand.
Yeah.
Excellent. Backhand shot from Seti. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching Attack Wrap on Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
March 28th on Sportsnet. The wait is finally over.
Here we go.
The Blue Jays are back.
It's go time.
Batter up.
We're back at it.
It's gone.
Toronto touches down in Tampa for the season opener.
That's the way to get the party started.
It's the best time of the year.
The boys of summer are ready. Are you?
Home run for Bo Bichette.
Folks, you're going to love watching this guy play all year long.
Blue Jays, Rays, March 28th on Sportsnet.
Baking for Change is coming this fall, and I'm your host, Wendy Pauls. We'll feature some of Canada's best bakers like Jen and Astor, sharing their favorite recipes. And you can bake along with us at home, while supporting refugee youth like Crystal. And the amazing work of UNICEF Canada.
Check for days and times.
On Rogers TV.
I'm number 24, Tays Jordan.
And number 21, Harry Nancy.
Tune in to Attack Rap
on Rogers TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Attack Rap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. Today joined by number 11, Cedrick Guindon, number 16, Jake Crawford, and number 32, Carter George. We have a trivia question for you guys before we continue with this interview. So for all the fans watching at home, if you want to win tickets to the final home game of the regular season at the Bayshore this Saturday afternoon against the Guelph Storm, you'll need to get your phones out and text in the answer to this question. How many career shutouts does Carter George have? You'll win tickets to this Saturday's game against the Guelph Storm, final home game of the season. Make sure you get those phones ready and pull up HockeyDB or Elite Prospects and you'll find that answer. Gentlemen, we've got some tape, we got some sticks. I think you guys both got to do this. Carter, you haven't gotten to do this yet. So really, any tape job works. If you want to do your own tape job, that's great. And we'll get you guys to sign these afterwards, and they will go to a lucky fan at one of the games. So
yeah, I did my real one last time. That's what I was saying. So I'll just change it up this time. And
sure, yeah. Maybe it's like kind of an experiment.
I'll do the one I did when I was young. I remember I would put no tape at the bottom and just some on the, on the blade. I was really young. My dad would do that for me. And
your dad's not a big hockey guy, right?
Well, that explains a lot. That tape job would come from not as much experienced hockey guy, but he would take my stick forever and he would just mix it up. But I do remember him putting just a piece of tape or two on the blade like that and just calling it a day.
I mean, there are guys that do this still. And did you find that the stick moved more freely on the ice without tape on the bottom?
Honestly, I don't really remember. I just know if I do that right now, I don't think I'd be able to shoot a puck.
That's fair.
But I know McHugh has kind of a similar tape job as like that right now.
Okay.
He gets a knife out and he kind of just cuts off the tape at the bottom.
Right.
So it's
okay.
But I don't think I'd be willing to try that anytime soon.
So, Jake, this seems, I think, different than the last time you were in. So you've got a new tape job you're going with?
Yeah, so I split the tape kind of in half, and then I go around until it feels good enough. Don't want it too small, but I want it to be able to kind of feel it there. And then after I'm done this, which I think...
You've got almost a goalie nub going on right there at the top, eh?
Yeah, I do. I like it pretty big.
Okay.
Not too big. And then I'll go with some white tape, and then I'll put grip over that, and then I'll go heel to toe with thick tape on the bottom, and then that's it. So, I mean, I've kind of just started doing it. I've kind of gone through all types of tape jobs this year, actually, but...
Now, are you kind of you like to rest the pinky on the shortened nub, or do you use it so your hand doesn't slide off?
I usually rest my pinky on the top. It kind of wraps around. I got a little bit of a curve in my pinky.
So you got, is that specifically from the tape job, or did you?
No, I was a
bit of a scuffle, maybe.
No, I was born like that, with like that. So yeah, it was. But honestly, I mean, if you think about it, it kind of helps me a little bit. Grab my stick, and it doesn't affect me really. So.
Depending on how far you go, I think maybe kids are going to be intentionally kind of cracking their finger a little bit to get that advantage.
I hope not, but
as these guys keep working, we'll congratulate Bev Piercy on winning the trivia question. Correct answer being 4 shutouts this year, or in Carter's career. So congratulations to Bev. You've got 2 tickets to this Saturday's game against Guelph. You can pick those up at the box office. All right, so you need to get some grip tape. Now, Carter, I'm noticing you kind of lock in your grip tape there on either end of where your stick kind of enlarges. Is that? Do you like to keep your you kind of do the one finger over the big part, right?
I usually cut a little notch out there so I can hold my finger there.
Right. Okay.
And that's kind of why I grip tape it, because once I cut it out, it's not as grippy anymore. So I put grip tape over it.
Yeah.
and I don't know, I kind of like it nice and squishy, so it's nice and comfortable for the hand.
So how long have you been cutting a notch out of your stick?
I started in my U16 year.
Okay.
I think my dad found it on like Pinterest or Facebook or something like that.
Okay.
So we tried it with one of my bad sticks, and I wasn't able to go back to it after that, so I just kept it.
All right, so maybe there's some untapped knowledge reservoirs here on Pinterest. The least likely of places I would have expected, how to design a locker room or something like that there, but not tips for being a pro goalie. So that's excellent. So what do you got going on here? I see some flame tape. Now, was the flame tape, that was like a younger thing as well, or is that just kind of for show?
I remember seeing a lot of flame tape, and the one with I think it was like skulls on it or something.
Yeah.
That one was a really popular one, or Superman tape.
Excellent.
But I remember just having a couple. I kind of mixed it up with a white and flame just for the sake of it. But I remember just doing 2 stripes of tape, nothing under. I probably had a knob like that too. And
pretty small knob.
I think it's a great looking stick right now. So,
absolutely. I mean, Carter, your opinion, is that throwing you off if you see that streaking down at you?
Yeah, when I see the flame tape, I know that guy's got a hard shot.
Yeah, well, I think the flame tape kind of just adds a bit more power to your shot too.
If anything, it's an intimidation factor.
Yeah, I think stepping in on a breakaway against Georgie with some flame tape on, he's definitely just.
You're sending a message.
Yeah, exactly. It shows jam, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. There's character and heart in that, so that's great. So you're going toe to heel over there. I see. Have you always been a toe to heel guy, or is that something you've also changed up this year?
No, I've always kind of been a toe to heel guy. I saw my dad take my stick, so I kind of just kept that, and then I leave a little bit of a toe at the end.
Right. Do you find that helpful for on the boards or? What?
I just feel like I can handle the puck better when I kind of have that, and I don't know. It's just probably something inside my head, but yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, so Georgie, we got so you don't go quite as far up your blade as like Corbin would. He seemed to like to get the heel all the way up there a little.
Yeah, I used to do that. My dad always would tell me that I would prevent my sticks from breaking so much, so I used to go all the way up there.
Okay.
And then once it came here and we got our sticks paid for, I went down to that because I thought it looked cooler.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. When you got a good stick, you got to show it off.
Exactly. So felt a little lighter too, so I liked it. Stuck with it.
I mean, that's at least 2 pounds lost with not having to do that. Well, basically Jake's blade, right?
Yeah.
If you were to, I mean, I would have thought maybe when you were younger, use less tape because you got to buy it. Now it's like tape's unlimited. Just kind of go to town on it. But,
yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. We'll get you guys to sign these after the show, and they'll be. We'll bring those back to the front office, and they will be available for one lucky fan. Excellent. You can, absolutely show those off to the camera, get a good look there, and fantastic. Great sticks.
I think I got the best one right
now. We got one more thing for you, or another game for you. I'm just gonna step off my stool here and grab for you. Sorry, this isn't not great TV for me to do that, but that's all right. I'll hand you guys these.
Perfect.
And we'll jump into a game here before we do a couple of highlights. So what we're going to do is let's see, who wants to be the answer? Whoever. All right, you want to answer? Okay. So here's how this is going to go. I mean, you guys clearly know Jake very well, obviously through the many hours of ping pong and also hockey. We're going to ask a question. Jake is going to answer it. Before he gives his answer, you guys are going to write down what you think he's going to say.
All right.
And then he'll say his answer, and then you'll reveal your answer. Sound good? Yeah. All right. So, Jake, what NHL team did you grow up cheering for?
Oh, easy.
All the way down there in Barrie. Who was your team?
Well, I know Cedrick knows this one.
Uh-oh.
So, Georgie, you got it, Georgie? Or?
We'll see.
I'll take a stab at it.
Okay, he's written an answer, so you can go ahead and say your answer before they reveal.
Favorite team growing up was the Boston Bruins.
Yikes.
Let's go,
all right.
Baby. Toronto.
Wow. That there's probably a few people watching this that are taken aback by that, but is there a family history with the team?
My dad's always been a diehard Boston fan, so
there you go.
Just followed in his footsteps.
That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, fair enough. we'll go similar route here. I don't know.
I can give Jake the board too.
That's okay.
We'll
see how well you guys know him.
Yeah.
Right? He's the rookie, so
Yeah,
this is
he
kind of
is.
how
Yeah.
it has to go. Jake, who was your favorite player growing up?
I don't know.
So I feel like
both
you
of
know
them.
most of
Both
these.
of them. I don't know them.
You don't think so? Okay.
Nope.
You guys will have to kind of take a stab at this one.
Yeah.
I'll pick someone that you kind of.
Was it a Bruin, though? That's what we got.
That's what I'm
Do
going
we get
for.
do we get a hint here or no?
You can say their position.
Center.
Center. Okay.
All right, my
I
handwriting.
think that's a
though.
safe bet.
Yeah,
I think that's a safe
I don't
bet.
I don't know if this is how you spell his name.
All right, you can go ahead and say.
My favorite player growing up was Jonathan Taves of the Chicago Blacks.
I was gonna say
Taves.
Taves too.
Both of you guys
Yeah.
went Patrice Bergeron.
I mean,
Okay.
I thought
Boston
of
guy.
Taves.
That's what I would have said as
I
well.
thought of
But
Taves, but I was like, he's Boston.
yeah, fair enough. All right, let's see what. And this might be the same answer, but we'll see. What NHLer do you most try to play like?
Are they current or like former NHL player here?
They're current.
All right.
I think Cedrick knows it.
Yeah, I know it. I'm 99% sure it is what it
Are
is.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going a similar route, but
Because a
little bit.
He told me why.
okay.
That's him.
Okay,
Right?
like this is just like an unfair advantage right now.
I think. I mean, that must have been heartbreaking for you last year, having to see him don some colors that you probably wouldn't have enjoyed.
It might not be
Does
him.
that give you a hint at all?
Oh, now you're making me think here.
He's a Bruins fan.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll see what is.
You good, Georgie?
Yeah. I'm not even taking the hint. I'm just taking a random guess.
All right.
Okay. Well, I actually, it would be Jonathan Taves.
Really?
I didn't model my game after Jonathan Taves.
You said current.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! You asked current?
Yes.
Oh my bad. Sorry. Oh, it was Jonathan Taves.
That was the last
This
answer.
was wrong too. Then.
Yeah, I went.
It was. That's what I was gonna say though.
Yeah, and you saw what I wrote, so you
Yeah.
changed it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
No, that's.
I would have said somebody maybe like Zach Hyman. I mean, not a center, but has that kind of work ethic.
It was Jonathan Taves. Always growing up, I was trying to model my game after him, and he was a hard
Sure.
worker. And then kind of watched Ryan O'Reilly play, and we have same kind of characteristics in our game. So
Right.
started watching him a lot.
Was that heartbreaking for you to watch him put on the? When he left this summer, was a small part of you like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand. I don't agree, but I understand.
Yeah.
What is your go-to pre-game meal?
This is also another biased one. It's just Eddie.
Yeah, but I mean,
No,
shout
I
out
don't know if
to
Cedrick knows,
Kelly, but
yeah, Kelly and Pat may. Or Kelly
mostly
and Pat.
Kelly.
Well, actually, I kind of just gave it away there.
Okay. All right. So it's a home.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what it is now.
Oh, Kelly's not gonna like the answer.
Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead and reveal.
Wait,
Oh, he's getting specific here.
yes, because I'm gonna chirp Pat and Kelly from back home because I know they're
All
watching.
right, well, the answer is Pat's chicken stir fry.
Wow. Okay.
And I even added the Pat up there.
Georgie's going for the it's very classic. Like, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Well, let's try to.
I'm
Here, let's
0 for
see.
3 right now.
Let's see what we can do that wouldn't be so specific to living at home. How about this? If you had to choose any career that was not being an athlete, so it can still be involved in sports if you want, but just not an athlete, what would you pick?
I know this.
You
Wait,
know this?
what's the
Wow,
question?
okay. If he could pick any job,
It's like
not
job?
being an athlete, so not a pro hockey player or golfer or anything like that.
I got it.
I got mine.
All right, go ahead and reveal.
I'd want to be a pilot.
A pilot.
Yep.
Oh, cop.
Cop, lawyer.
He literally
was
told me
talking
the other
about-
day.
He was talking about or going to like a law course or something like that. So I'm like, a lawyer, easy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for aviation law, I get it.
We literally had a policeman recruitment video the other day, and Jake was like all over being a cop. So
Wow.
thought I had it there.
You know what? I mean, they say aircraft patrolled speed, so that's just kind of what's in his future, I guess. If you had to do something outside of sports, you couldn't play sports anymore. Sorry, if you had to play a different sport, so you're going to be an athlete, couldn't be hockey.
Yep.
What would it be? Got an answer?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that
think
seems
Cedrick might know.
to be the the safe bet. I think Georgie's got the same one here. So.
Oh, no, you don't have it then. It's lacrosse. I played lacrosse my whole life.
Lacrosse, wow. Okay, we got 2 golf answers.
Yeah, I played
I've
played lacrosse my whole life, actually, until last year when I stopped playing.
Wow, and do you feel like that's given you, maybe that's where that edge came from, eh?
It might be, yeah. I mean, I think it might be.
I debated putting ping pong up there, but I knew he wasn't that good. So
I was going to put chess.
Chess, wow. Okay, are you a chess guy, or is that just kind of a...
No, I've actually never played chess.
That's why I was going to put it up there.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we'll give you one more here.
Okay.
One guilty pleasure food. Just when the coaches aren't looking, you got an off day, nobody's going to find out. Brownie's not checking the calories. What are you going for? If you can get the kind, then that's impressive.
Oh. I think he knows it then.
The kind.
I would have a Score DQ Blizzard.
Wow, look at that.
Cookie.
You got cookie, you got
I
Score.
forgot which one that you would take. I thought it was cookie dough.
Very impressive. Great final question there. Carter coming in clutch.
Yep.
DQ and the flavor.
It's not like we've been going every night in the past week because it's
Me and Jake might have went together too many times for me to know that.
That's fair. That is understandable. Excellent. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to roll some highlights from this weekend, starting with the game against the Sioux. So we'll go ahead and roll those highlights, and we'll be right back to talk about those.
We're going to need those.
But there's that bad blood. Speaking of bad blood, Sam Sedley got rocked by Brady Martin. He gets back up. Here is now Martin trying to dance through a backhand shot. He just put it over top of the net. Turnover and shot in now by Ethan Burrows. Kicks off the end boards. Off the wall, turnover. Rogers walks in, a shot, save made. Rebound was there, and it got swept away by the Greyhounds. Coming around the board, Steen, nice step up, gets it into the corner. Rimmed around by Hookie. Way up ice is McConnell Barker, and he's got a breakaway. McConnell Barker scores! Well, you can't give Bryce McConnell Barker all that space. He gets behind the attack D, and he breaks the ice here tonight. Kudratsev was able to get it away from Ethan Burrows, and it's cleared down once again. Carter George on the quick up, missed Barlow at the far blue line, and now open is Owen Allard. Allard coming in, scores! Backhand 5-hole, make that 20 shorties on the season for the Hounds, and it's 2-0 here tonight. And it's definitely on the radar in a recent article in the Owen Sound Sun-Times with local reporter Greg Cowan. Dale DeGray definitely mentioning it's something he's proud of and he wants to see continue.
Yeah, it's just a little achievement barrier for the Owen Sound attack.
Here's a breakaway. Dentino off the end boards at the goal line, and it just got swept away. I think Teos Jordan did, as that would have been one crazy start to this period. Now Minyosa coming through the high slot, drops it off, and Landon Hookie will steal. Here goes Hookie. Gibson's on him. Hookie waiting. Backhand pass picked up by Terracini. Save made, side of the net, and it stays out. What a save by Miller. Puck comes back to Gibson, and he quickly gets rid of it. Now a pass up to Dezzotti. Justin Dezzotti flips it through for Brown. Sprawling out, it comes back to Brown, and he scores! Christopher Brown will make it 3-0 Greyhounds just about 5.5 minutes into the second. From the half boards, he takes it high. Shot was blocked. Here's Servac, Petrowski, and Ethan Burrows. Waiting is Sam McHugh to join the play. McHugh will go to the net. Burrows with a nice stop up. Takes a shot. Scores! No, it stays out. There's a point shot. Scores! That one's in. Braden Rogers fired it. Servac, Petrowski got a touch. And the attacker on the board. Back to the blue line, a shot by Gibson, and a save is made. Martin will continue to battle as Owen Sound flips it out. Chasing it down now is Jackson Stewart. Gibson's coming across ice. What a move by Stewart. Stewart across a shot. Scores! Declan Warwick off the beautiful setup by Jackson Stewart. Back to back, just like that. It's a 1-goal game.
Now that'll get the crowd buzzing, and that'll get everybody off their feet. And it's not because Declan Waddick scored the goal. It's the great play by Jackson Stewart, a grinder, a fighter, but he shows slick hands right there and soft mitts with the saucer pass over the stick of the sprawling Sioux defender to find the left-handed Waddick in the perfect one-time position, and he finds the back of the net, and it's 3-2 Sioux, but the attack are rolling now.
Back in the corner behind the net for Frasca. Skips over the stick of Hayes, but he reels it back in. Frasca looking out in front, and it's knocked down and covered by George. Play carried on, the whistle went. George had it frozen for a moment. The attack did not like the whack, and they stopped before the whistle went. Frasca will argue that one because he thinks he's got a goal.
It all comes down to the intent of when the referee intended to blow the whistle, and I was looking at the referee when all that was going down. He had the motion of putting his hand to his mouth, so at that point it nullifies the goal. But I don't know what Carter George is doing on that play. Keep the puck and let your defenseman take care of the guy that's coming to whack it.
Well, there won't be a goal on the play. 6 seconds left in the power play here for the Greyhound.
Not letting any action or through the neutral zone for the attack to gain speed.
Now here is Bryce McConnell-Barker getting a step in. Save made by George. Stretching out, covering the ice. He makes a huge save, and the attack stay in it. They're down just one. Denny Gore battles with Carlisle. Carlisle trying to come off the wall. Hounds with some good puck movement, sending it up the middle, and Dentino's got a breakaway. Dentino to the backhand, and another stop by Carter George. George covers it up, didn't like the treatment again, but Carter George keeping the attack in it here in the third. Beck takes it into the corner, into the slot. There's a shot deflected. Open was Hayes for a brief moment, but the attack closed in on him. Now Beck on the near boards. Side of the net, Frasca, power move, scores! Draws the penalty and then converts on the power play, makes it a 4-2 game. Here is Ethan Burrows. Across the blue line through the middle. Burrows trying to get away in front, and Guindon couldn't steer it on net. Shot down the ice now by the Greyhounds, right to the empty goal, and they score. A 200-foot shot sent all.
Excellent. Well, welcome back, everybody, after those highlights. I mean, not the result you guys are looking for, but I think a lot of people in the stands were watching that game, and I mean, you were nursing a little bit of body stuff, so you got to watch that game from up there as well, kind of from that higher view. I think it was pretty clear you guys had a really hard-fought game. It's not like this was you guys rolled over and lost or anything like that. It was it felt like you guys were really in it right up until the end there. I'm wondering kind of what's the feeling in the dressing room after a game like that where you guys are really in it and it just doesn't end up being the result you want?
Well, we know it's definitely a possible playoff matchup, right, too. So playoff atmosphere and everything. So going to the dressing room after, when we know we've played hard like that, we just tell ourselves that we got to figure out a way of coming out with the win next time, right? So, I mean, we all got to take a look at ourselves in the mirror and just acknowledge that when we do give it all out for games like that, then it just comes out on maybe having a couple more bad bounces or whatever. Sure. So we'll take it and move on and try to have the same attitude for the next game. That's
an assistant captain kind of answer. So great answer. We only got a few minutes left, so we're going to roll the next highlights here. Hard fought, great battle against Sudbury. We'll take a look at those and we'll be right back. Should have about 2 minutes when we get back.
Okay. Made 40 or more stops in a contest. So here we go. It's the Attack and the Wolves on this Sunday afternoon. We're all set. The puck is dropped, and we are underway. Thanks for joining us on Rogers TV. And the Attack win the opening face-off, sending it down the left wing side where Harry Nancy was being checked, so icing is waved off. Nancy once again skating on a line with Denny Gore and Colby Barlow. Barlow is in all alone to the backhand. He scores! Right off the hop, Colby Barlow makes it 1-0.
The way that he danced into the zone, was able to set up an opportunity for his teammates, shows why the points come in bunches.
That is a high-powered line. Here comes Servac Petrosky. Slap shot, scores! A Petro bomb gets through, and it's 2-0 Owen Sound. Gore cutting to the middle, gets over the line, lost it, and Goyette will spin it up to Quentin Musty. Jordan chasing him down. Musty going to the goal, shot along the ice, rebound, he scores! Nice follow-up there by Quentin Musty. Gets one back for the Wolves. As the period will end before the penalty does expire. Van Fleet shot it up the wall, blocked by Burrows. To Sedley at the point. Over now to Gore. Gore across. Barlow scores! 2 on the afternoon for Colby Barlow, and it's 3-1. At center ice, coming in on the penalty shot. Chance to get the Wolves to within 1. Ferret scores! Perfectly placed shot. Gets the Wolves back to within a single goal. Secured by Goyette to the point for McCoy. McCoy shot deflected, stopped by George. The rebound scores! Coach Cedrick pounces on it, and the Wolves have tied the game 3-3. Pass up to Sam McHugh, 3-on-2 attack. Open is Burrows. Burrows the shot, and a block by Anania. Puck up into the air, landed at the side of the net. Now picked up by David Goyette, and Goyette with a head of speed charges in on Jordan. Jordan gives him a shove. Goyette battles through, trying to find a man in the slot. Dvorsky across, scores! Quentin Musty finishes it off. Beautiful passing by the Wolves, and they have their first lead of the game. And the attack come the other way. It's Colby Barlow down the left wing. Barlow, a wrist shot, scores! There's the hat trick for Colby Barlow, and this game is tied 4-4.
Throw the hats, the captain's got a trick.
The attack D hold it, and they spin it up the wall. Burrows gets it out, picked up now by McHugh and left for Petrovsky. Servac Petrovsky back to Sam McHugh. Petrovsky scores! The bank is open on this Sunday afternoon. Servac Petrovsky makes it 5-4 attack. So that allows the attack to change. And now DeAngelis will pass it up to Goyette. Quick hands got it by Hookie. Delic, his pass. Tried to find it over to Walton. And the attack, get it across right wing side, Guindon. Guindon into the slot, a shot, he scores! Cedrick Guindon picks the corner, and it's 6-4 Owen Sound. 34 seconds to go. Face off one back to the line, DeAngelis, one-timer Musty, and he slammed it wide. Goyette just trying a quick shot, blocked by Jordan. Here in the slot, Musty, what a glove save by Carter George.
Flash leather, Carter George. What a save.
Well, a fantastic game, a fantastic save to end that game as well. Seti, great move there, getting into the zone. We got about 30 seconds left in the show, so can you give me one word to describe that game, each of you? You can be in French if you want to. That's fine.
A lot of emotions. A lot of emotions.
Say energetic.
Energetic, like it.
Yeah, I'd say positives. I mean,
positives.
Lots of positives coming out of that game.
Excellent. Well, a fantastic game. I mean, sets you guys up for a big weekend, and 2 big games here against Guelph, and really, you guys have your futures in your hand here. So it's going to be an exciting week of hockey, and gets people going. So that's great, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, joined by Cedrick Guindon, Jake Crawford, and Carter George. Thanks for tuning in here on Rogers TV, and we'll be back next week with a brand new episode.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
I still remember the games. The laughter, the footsteps through the hallway. I'll never forget the challenges.
Every day I come back from work, it's always like this. We're yelling in front of the kids.
I'll never forget the help we needed. How far we've come.
Man, is there a lot of pressure on this young fighter here tonight.
Fighting is life.
This is my belt. I earned this in blood, paid in full. This is mine.
Everyone gets knocked down.